Railways, pathways of connection, motion, and mystery. But some stations are more than mere stops. They're traps. These are the stories of 5 haunted railway stations, where shadows move, whispers linger, and the past refuses to depart. Bigankador Station, India. In the heart of West Bengal, India, there lies a station that time has nearly forgotten. An eerie, forgotten railway stop, Bigankador. What seems like an ordinary, desolate station is, in fact, one of the most chillingly haunted places in India. Its story begins in the early 20th century, when the station was active and bustling with passengers. But over time, it became notorious for something far darker than just empty platforms. The legend of Bigankador Station begins with a mysterious train that was said to run through the station, even though it never existed on any official schedule. Travelers reported hearing the sound of a train roaring through the station at night, but when they would rush to the platform, there was nothing, only darkness and the chill of the unknown. Locals whisper that the station is cursed, that every night, the spirit of a ghostly train makes its way toward Bigankador, but it never reaches its destination. Passengers who attempted to board the phantom train were never seen again. One such tale is of a young couple, traveling from Kolkata, who boarded the last train of the evening. They were never seen again. The station master, a man who had been working there for decades, reported hearing the train's whistle grow louder and louder, only for it to suddenly stop just before the train reached the station. When the station master went to check, he found the tracks empty. Not a single soul in sight, just the haunting silence of the night. In a desperate attempt to find answers, the station master asked the townsfolk for help. They told him the truth. The station was built upon cursed ground, and every train that passed through Bigankador was doomed to vanish into the ether. Over time, the station was closed down. Trains no longer stopped here, but the station never truly emptied. Even now, locals say they can hear the distant echo of the phantom train on stormy nights. People who venture too close to Bigankador at night speak of strange phenomena: mysterious cold spots, flickering lights, and sometimes the feeling of being watched. Those brave enough to stay the night claim to hear footsteps following them, only to turn and find no one behind them. Union Station, Toronto, Canada. Union Station, one of Canada's busiest transit hubs. A place filled with commuters rushing to and from their destinations. A bustling symbol of progress and connectivity. But beneath its polished exterior, something darker lurks. Something that has haunted this station for decades. Opened in 1927, Union Station was designed to be the heart of Toronto's transportation network. Over 250,000 people pass through these doors every day. But there's one thing they don't know. Union Station has a dark past that refuses to stay buried. Legend has it, the very foundation of Union Station was built over an old burial ground. Long before trains and commuters, the land was home to the indigenous peoples of the area, whose spirits are said to have never truly left. Some say that when the station was expanded in the 1920s, the workers disturbed these sacred grounds. And that's when the hauntings began. People have reported strange occurrences for years. Disembodied whispers, flickering lights, and shadows that move without explanation. But what stands out the most is the feeling of being watched. You're never truly alone here. Reports of ghostly apparitions have been widespread. Some say the spirits of the workers who perished in construction accidents still haunt the station's tunnels. Others believe it's the spirits of the indigenous people, unable to rest, trapped between worlds. The station's underground levels are where things get truly sinister. Here, some say they've encountered more than just strange noises. Workers in the 1920s reported hearing footsteps echoing behind them when they were alone, and even feeling an icy hand brush their shoulder. But the most terrifying part of Union Station is a hidden section, deep within the underground corridors, known as the Lost Tunnel. No one really knows what's down there, except for the people who've been too scared to come back. Security guards working the night shift have reported hearing muffled cries and whispers, and many refuse to go near this area. They say it feels like someone is watching. Union Station may be a place of transit, but for some, it's a place where they never truly leave. So, The next time you find yourself walking through these grand halls or waiting for your train, remember, you might not be as alone as you think, and if you hear footsteps behind you, don't look back. Darkmoor Station, England. In the heart of the English countryside, hidden from the eyes of the world, lies Darkmoor Station, an abandoned stop along a forgotten railway line, a place long forgotten by time itself, or so it seems, once bustling with passengers and the promise of distant journeys. Darkmoor Station now stands silent, but those brave enough to venture here after dusk hear whispers and see things that shouldn't be. 1924. A night like any other. A passenger lost in the dark corners of the station. The tale of a man named Thomas Wicks, a traveler who arrived late and never left. Thomas was said to have seen something that no mortal eye should witness. He warned those around him before disappearing without a trace. Emily Winters, an investigator of the supernatural, arrives at Darkmoor Station on a cold December night. Armed with nothing but her skepticism and her equipment, she sets up her camera and voice recorder, speaking into the microphone. Okay, we're here at Darkmoor Station. There's been a lot of rumors about this place. Some say it's haunted, some say it's cursed. I'm here to find out what's really going on. Emily walks past faded posters, each one showcasing a different era of the station. Suddenly, the sound of a train whistle echoes through the empty platform. That's impossible. The line's been shut down for decades. Hello? Is someone here? The flashlight suddenly illuminates a ghostly figure in the distance. A man in a 1920s suit, his face pale and gaunt. Emily gasps, stumbling backward. Who are you? What do you want? The figure doesn't move. The spirits that haunt Darkmoor Station aren't just trapped by time. They're drawn to the living, desperate to relive their final moments. Thomas Wicks is one of them. I can't hear you. What do you want? Emily asked. Why are you here? What happened to you? The ghost opens his mouth, but still no sound emerges. The train whistle blares louder and louder. The walls of the station shake, and an old train appears on the tracks, moving at an impossible speed, despite no rails being present. As it approaches, the figure of Thomas fades into the smoke from the train. Thomas Wicks was the last to see the train that never stopped. And now, he's part of the station's endless cycle, trapped, waiting for the next lost soul to find their way into his final nightmare. Darkmoor Station remains cursed. Those who visit after dark are never the same. And some, like Emily Winters, are never seen again. Will you be the next to hear the whistle of Darkmoor's ghostly train? Chaobao Road Station, Shanghai, China. In the heart of one of the world's most vibrant cities lies a place where time seems to have stopped. Chaobao Road Station, a station that has witnessed more than just the passage of trains. A place steeped in rumors, whispers, and a history that refuses to be buried. While most see Chaobao Road Station as just another subway stop, the locals know a darker truth. It's a place where reality and the supernatural blur, where commuters have experienced inexplicable events, and where the spirits of the past still linger. Chaobao Road Station was opened in 1993, nestled in the southwest district of Shanghai. At first glance, it's a humble transportation hub, but it has a chilling reputation that has only grown over the years. For decades, mysterious disappearances, strange apparitions, and unexplainable occurrences have plagued this station. Many years ago, before the station was built, this area was home to an old cemetery. Some say that when they constructed the station, they disturbed something ancient. Some believe the restless spirits of the buried are still here, watching over the trains, or even influencing what happens within. The most terrifying stories come from those who have ventured into Chaobao Road Station late at night, when the trains have long since stopped running. Passengers have reported hearing whispers echoing through the tunnels, as if someone or something is following them. Others claim to have seen shadowy figures lurking in the dark corners, only to vanish as quickly as they appear. I was waiting for the last train one night, and the platform was empty. It was just me. But then I heard footsteps, Not mine. Heavy ones like boots. I looked around, but there was no one. And then I saw something, a figure, standing by the tracks, staring at me. I was too scared to move. When I blinked, it was gone. Some say the spirits aren't just content with watching. They want to be seen to make their presence known. And when the lights flicker and the air grows cold, that's when the true terror begins. Others have encountered this eerie presence firsthand, on security cameras, in the very station they once thought was safe. No one knows who or what it is, but there's a chilling consensus among the locals. And the most terrifying aspect? No one knows how deep the darkness runs within Chaobao Road Station. What lies beneath the tracks? What secrets remain hidden from the public eye? Is it just a relic of the past? Or something far older, far more sinister? Perhaps the spirits of Chaobao Road Station don't want to be forgotten. Perhaps they want to remind us of what was once here and what still remains. Bishop Stortford, England. Nestled in the heart of Essex, Bishop Stortford may appear like any quiet English town, but beneath its peaceful exterior, something far darker stirs. Tonight, we uncover the chilling, forgotten stories that still haunt the streets of this centuries-old town. Founded in the 11th century, Bishop Stortford is a town steeped in history. From its medieval roots to its more recent past, the town has seen its share of suffering, mystery, and death. But it's not just history that echoes through these streets. There are whispers of shadows, ghostly apparitions, and eerie sounds that have haunted the locals for generations. The question is, what do they really know about the dark past of Bishop Stortford? Bishop Stortford Railway Station. It may seem like an ordinary transit point, but to those who dare to stay after dark, it's a place where time seems to stand still. There have been multiple reports of ghostly apparitions, particularly of a figure dressed in old-fashioned clothes, seen wandering the platforms. Some say it's the ghost of a Victorian passenger who tragically perished in a train accident long ago. But it's not just the figure that unsettles people. Witnesses describe a chilling cold that sweeps through the station, followed by a sound that no one can place. The whistle of a train that was never meant to arrive. But there's something even darker lurking within Bishop Stortford. Something the locals are too afraid to speak of. A hidden truth buried beneath centuries of fear and silence. It's said that if you stand in this alley at midnight and listen closely, you might hear the whispers of those who knew too much. Some claim the town itself is haunted by an ancient curse, one that has waited generations to unleash its horrors. Are you brave enough to uncover the darkest secrets of Bishop Stortford? Or will you turn away, like the others, too terrified to know the truth? These stations stand as gateways to the unknown. If you're ever traveling late at night, be wary of what lurks on the platform and what might follow you home. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the haunted corners of Bishop Stortford. If you dare, like, comment, and subscribe for more terrifying tales. Stay safe, stay curious.